welcome to the live. Today, tonight, or this moment, we're gonna try to make today's live short, because I know my lives sometimes stretch up to 2 hours because I got a lot to share, right? So I can't help it sometimes. But given the time stream we have today, we're gonna try to keep it short. And I'm thinking maybe short might be within an hour. Short might mean an hour, okay? So if you're in a rush, maybe this might not be for you. But that being said, so today I'm gonna be sharing art pieces as we normally do, and matching those art pieces up with some furniture, just to give us a hint, an idea, especially if you're into the short-term rental property and you have a niche of customers that you really want to appeal to. I'm going to share you some ideas on how to do that today. And today's focus is going to be on those who have spaces. If your space is geared to feminine energy of females, you that's your choice. That's the kind of customers that you're interested in, or that's the kind of customers that you're projecting, or that you want to have in your space. Then fine, this live is for you. I'm gonna be showing you some bold but subtle soft colors that you can incorporate in your space. But as you may or may not know, my area of focus really is the art. That is my main area of focus. But to ease the whole process and give people ideas on how you can match art, because again, art is the most I find cost-effective way you can make a bold statement in a space. Especially if it's a space like a rental space where you're having where you have different kind of guests with different tastes. I get it. We tend most people tend to go with the neutral or safe colors, which are the white, gray, beige, and off-white kind of colors. Because those are they're neat colors, no problem with that. They are refreshing and all that. But I do find, like, because those are safe colors, a lot of properties are drawn to those colors. And I think the thing that we're forgetting to kind of step away from that your property looking like everybody else's property in the same safe colors is adding art, is integrating art, but not just any art. Integrate art that is bold, art that makes a statement, art that makes the place cozy, homely, art that makes the place warm and feel personal for your guests. That's why I'm here, and that's why I do the lives and focus on that. Yes, because you gotta put the safe colors in mind. Yes, those are safe colors, but in order to break that pattern, let's bring in some bold artwork. Let's bring in some vibrant artwork to make it comfy for your guests. So today, normally when I'm sharing colors and furniture, I tend to talk about, even with the art here, I tend to talk about art and energy. So and also the colors. I know most like the earth tones, or these bold, vibrant tones can appeal to both feminine and masculine energy, no problem. But there are some color tones that really vibrate better with feminine energy. And if that's the kind of energy, or that's the kind of customer you're trying to project in your space, or that's the kind of customer you're targeting, then I'm going to be sharing some ways, some of the art that you can use. I've picked out some favorite pieces here that you can work with, and we're going to be matching those up with some art pieces, or in bold, nice colors, to kind of match up that energy. All right. So once again, thanks for being here. If it's your first time, this is yours TC. I share art art, culture, and lifestyle tips, and also experiences, and good stuff that we can all benefit from. So if it's your first time, thanks for being here. Or if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I've been doing these lives for quite some for a number of for about 3-4 weeks now, and I do appreciate the energy, the response, the turnout. So I thought, why not? I think it's something that we can all use, especially when it comes to art, color. It's something that we can use, more so if you're in Canada. If you're in Canada, knowing that knowing that it's winter time, we all know how the season makes us feel. And not only the season, but everything else going on in life, kind of makes things over in general a little bit depressing sometimes. But the weather is a big one. The weather is a big one for us here, and because sometimes we're not getting enough sunshine, probably not getting enough vitamin, or we're not getting enough of those or that vibrant energy around us. Yeah, so it can be it can feel crazy sometimes. But the suggestion I would say, surround yourself with things that really vibrate, take you to a higher vibration, give you that energy, make you feel pumped up, and art is one of them. And I'm going to introduce you to this website here. Okay, this is a website that is on Fine Art America. Okay, Fine Art America is like the Amazon of artists. On this website, you're gonna find a lot of artists, but that's not the area of focus right now. We're focusing in on artwork from Christine. Okay, so this is the that's the store, Christine Piro's art store. With this art store, there's a lot of I shouldn't say a lot. There's a number of pieces, and these are art pieces. If you're looking for vibrant artwork, okay, if you're looking for artwork that is really gonna pick you up. Let's see, I want to bring in some prints here with frames. Let's see. Yeah, if you're looking for artwork that's really gonna create a positive impact, that's gonna make you feel good, that's gonna make your customers feel good, this is the website to be. Okay, so that's the artist. If you're on TikTok right now, once you go into the link on the bio, you're going to be able to come across the link. It's a safe link. You can just come visit the link, and the link will lead you here. Okay, and these are some of the pieces that you're going to come across when you come to this site. All right, these are framed pieces, but you can also get them in other materials like canvas, acrylic, wood, metal. It's a matter of you making a decision on how you want it, what material you want it, what size you want, what kind of frame, what color frame. All that is available. And as a guest on this site, or as somebody who's interested in buying art here, you can customize. The beauty about the site is that you get to customize all the details from the frame to the mat. The only thing you cannot tamper with is the artwork. Of course, that's the rights. Those are the rights of the artist. But everything else around it, that's something that you can change. That is something that you can select and go with what you want, what you feel works best for you, right? That's the beauty of the website. So today, previously we've been working on this site. For those who have been following me, you're pretty familiar with the site. I was talking about how you can navigate the site. Things that you can do to customize your artwork, from size of your artwork to the dimensions, to the color options, to the framing. All that stuff is available on the website. So you can take advantage of that if you're interested in any pieces on the site here. And also you get a layout of how the artwork will look after it's all done. After you picked it up, you get that whole layout. Now, before we start, I had picked up some points to share with you, some of the benefits because when I keep saying it, I think sometimes people don't believe what I'm it's not that people don't believe, but I think I just want people to be comfortable with the idea that some of the things that I'm sharing are not things that I make up. So this is really coming from experience, but it's also coming from some data I'm reading, but also it's also coming from feedback that you get to hear, especially in the comment section from other guests when it comes to rental properties or even hotels. I mean, there's certain things that you get to hear, and sometimes these are shared experiences that we all experience, and then you're like, hey, you know what, there is a solution, this can be a solution. And I think it's good feedback, especially if you're somebody that is in the service industry, or if you're an entrepreneur and you're getting feedback from your customers. Sometimes it's not the best feedback, but I think the beauty about that is that you can take that feedback and not just be upset about it. I mean, take it as positive criticism and see how you can fix things, right? And don't take it personal. I mean, when people share their experiences, and I think that's why reviews are important. When people share their experiences, that gives you an opportunity to fix the problem, and then to kind of elevate the space and also increase your revenue. So in a way, it's like good. It might not seem like good feedback at the time, but I think it's good feedback if you turn that around. I think it depends on how you see it. Now, I want to share with you some tips that I came across as to why incorporating bold artwork is in a room is why that's important or why that's necessary. And I'll briefly go through that just a moment here. Okay, so I'm gonna briefly share that, and then after I do, I'm gonna share some points why it's important for any owner. If you're a short-term rental owner, or if you rent out like a furnished place, and or a fully furnished place, because that's going to be home for somebody for the next maybe 6 months or whatever period of time. I think you want to make it as comfortable. We get it, it's business, and yes, you want to also be you're being cautious about how much you spend, your budget and all that. We get it, but I think the key point here is not just as much as it is a business for you and you care about that. Also, I think putting priority at giving priority to your customers when it comes to comfort, I think it's as important as the business itself, right? So the customers are as important as the business, because it's the customer that make the business. And I don't think the business makes the customers, but the customers make the business, right? And if there are no customers, then there is no business. So I think it's important to give priority to customers, to make sure that they are comfortable, they are feeling, and then that's what based on their experience, that's what increases the revenue. Okay, so let's look at why. So here's a bright color. I'm gonna share how bright color tones enhance your rental property. I find people, especially in Canada, I don't know if we're afraid of color, because based on the experience, based on lived experience, I'm seeing a lot of dull. I guess the white, gray, beige, all that are safe colors, but what's up with the art? Let's bring some vibrancy in the art. I'm not seeing that in some properties. I'm not saying all properties. I'm seeing that in some properties. And again, I'm not here to critique, just giving my 2 piece as a customer. And based on my lived experience. Okay, so here I'm going to share some ideas on why it's important to share some bright tones to enhance your property. All right, so number one, you want to let's see. Okay, so bright colors create an airy atmosphere. Okay. Sorry, just bear with me here. We're gonna looks like we have
your business. We print banners and signs that help you stand out and must have merch.
Okay, we don't want that kind of interruption. Okay, so number one, it marks so the bright colors maximize space and light. They create an airy atmosphere. and also reflect natural light, making smaller rooms and dark spaces feel more open and airy. They also add visual expansion so when you use light colors across the room, this creates a seamless flow that makes your overall property feel large, especially in open plan spaces. If you can just bear with me here for a moment. Right, at tones, let me see.
It's like tote bags, t-shirts, and hoodies.
Okay. Okay, I beg your pardon. All right, so okay, we're gonna continue on. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay, all right, so bright colors, this is how they enhance the property. I do apologize for that pause there. So colors like yellow bring sunshine, energy, and happiness to kitchens or dining areas. All right, create a focal points and character, because many landlords prefer neutral, low skill, and white walls. Adding art with vibrant colors provides a necessary wow factor that breaks up the monotony of rental white. Okay, this is something that I've been sharing before. So if you want to break that pattern, because white is the safe color, we get it, bring in some yellows, okay, to bring in that sunshine, energy, and happiness to your kitchen or dining area. All right, blues, from soft to deep blues, these evoke a sense of calmness, tranquility, and deeper shades create sophistication. With the greens, you want to bring in greens promote a sense of relaxation, balance, and nature, making them excellent for living rooms. Okay, so those are the colors that you really want to incorporate if you're planning on adding color. The yellows, the blue, and the greens. I would personally add the reds as well, because I'm a big fan of color red. I feel like red really brings in warmth. But at least those are the first three I mentioned. Those are really important. Okay, so let's see the benefit of that. So the visual, cozy without permanent changes. So when bright artwork and accessories like rugs, pillows, and throws make a rental feel like it's a personal home rather than a temporary space. That's a good point. It improves list photos. Bold, bright art pieces help a property stand out in online listing, making it appear more modern and appealing in competitive markets. This is also another point that I've been sharing for those that have been following the live before. But if you're new, this could be new, but it's a great point. Here's the other benefit, echo effect of cohesion. Using same bright colors in different small amounts throughout a room, e.g. art pieces, cushions, or vases, creates a cohesion, designed and a high-end look, which I totally agree with. It adds it creates a different kind of coziness, but it also elevates your space. So here are some tips for implementing color in rentals. Damage-free hanging. Use command picture hangings as strips to hang vibrant paintings without causing damage. Okay. The other one is use large art. A large, colorful painting can instantly define a room's style without painting the walls. Good point. The other tip is opt for textiles. If artwork is too expensive, use bright, bold throw pillows, rugs, all curtains to introduce color. And lastly, complementary furniture. Pair bright art with neutral colored furniture to prevent the room from feeling too chaotic or overwhelming. Yeah, for those who are, if you feel that the room is gonna be overwhelming if there is too much color, then throw in just a few pieces here and there, and that is gonna complement the space. All right, so that's that. Again, I can't say it enough. Color now. As the last point mentioned, if the artwork seems quite expensive for you, you can go for other pieces like accessories. Now on the website here, for instance, if you see an art piece like this is the smallest version. This is under $100, and it's a 10 by 7.5, but with the frame it rounds up to a 16 by 13. Now, if something like this is too much of a budget for your space, we have accessories on the site here that you can choose. For instance, you can go choose. I'll show you. I'll give you an example. We have some home decor here. Okay, we have home decor, like for instance, you can go select pillow throws. Just bear with me here for a moment. Okay, for instance, if there is an image, if it's an image like this, all right, and the artwork now, this is 81. This is the smallest frame on the site. This is the smallest size for this. It's under $100. If that's too much for you, but you still want to add color to your space, we have accessories here where you can still go to the website and, for instance, select a cushion. You can choose the cushion is under $30, right? So if artwork is too much for you, you can just choose to go with accessories that still bring color and add life to the space. I hope that really I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining that properly, right? So that is the other thing. You can use that, or you can select other accessories. Like in this case, we also have throws. Like if you want a throw, if the artwork is too much for you, but you want a throw, like let's say like a fleece blanket with the same print, you can do that. This is a fleece blanket. It's under $60. It's a 50 by 60. If that's something you want to either throw on the bed or throw on the couch or something, but it's gonna still add color to you can do that. So that's the beauty of the site. So again, don't be afraid to go check out the website. Look for the artist. Make sure you know the artist that you're looking for. This is Christine's Art Store, and then you're gonna get a variety of pieces here, especially bright pieces. But if the artwork is too much, it's quite a big. The budget is way out of your. It's out of what you had in mind as far as putting the property together. You can find accessories. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move on to now. Today's live is about the energy. So I'm focusing in on. I've been selecting artwork here. Now we're gonna be going to the favorites here. This is Christine. So this is artwork that has already been framed, right? And today we're gonna use some of these pieces, and I'm gonna show you if your space, if your target is if your unit or property is targeting basically for ladies or feminine. If you're projecting more of that, if you want to project more of that feminine energy in your space, and you're trying to draw a certain group of people, we're gonna work with some pieces here, and I'm gonna show you some also tones, furniture tones that you can use to pair that up with, right? So we have two windows. We have the window for the artwork, and then we have this window here with this website digs.com. This is a site I've been working all week. It has nice pieces, art pieces. That's the beauty of it. I like the pieces on the site. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to buy anything on the site. It's basically for ideas. So if you're looking for inspiration, you're trying to find ideas on what tones, what furniture to work with, you're trying to find something different. This is the website I've been working with, so it kind of helps me pair up the artwork here and pair up the pieces here, because it has a variety, lots of ideas. So if you want to check it out at some point, no problem. But for now, today, we're going to be working with some colors here that project feminine energy, right? So this on the site here, it shows the 32 feminine living room furniture ideas that inspire. And we're going to be coordinating, or we're going to be matching up, seeing which piece works best where. So stick around and let's have fun with this. Okay, so let's start off with this. Now, pink or blush is one of those colors that we all know project more of a feminine energy. So if that's the kind of vibe you want in your space, in your rental space, these are the pieces that we're going to be looking at. If your space is painted all white, gray, those safe colors, no problem. The best thing to do is find furniture pieces that are not similar to those colors, that are different from that, and then pair that up with artwork. Or actually start off with a piece of artwork like this. Start off with an image, and then let that be your centerpiece, and then select select furniture pieces or accessories that kind of blend in. So we're gonna let's start off with this, with the rose, since it's February. We know February is about roses. So let's try this out. Now this baby here is on canvas. This is it's print rose bloom framed on canvas. So this is a canvas print. Now canvas is good for those people, if you don't want to get into the whole framing and the wall mats, you know, the kind of frames that require mats, require a borderline mats within and all that. If you just want a canvas piece with the framing, with or without, canvas pieces can go with or without framing. This particular one here is a framed canvas piece, because I feel like it looks more elegant when it's framed, especially with something like this. Normally canvas framed, the canvas is wrapped around the frame, whatever frame they might be using on the inside, which is normally like a piece of wood, a 1.5 inch, depending on which dimensions you select, right? But this here is a canvas piece but on a frame, because as I said, it gives it a more elegant look, right? And this particular one, this size is let's see, let's make it 16. This is a 16 by 20, or let's go for a small 8 by 10. This is a 8 by 10. So this canvas piece has a frame with it. However, if you don't want, this is the price. If you don't want a frame with it, that's gonna change your price. You can have it without a frame. Like if it's without a frame, I'll give you an example. If it's without a frame, the 8 by 10 is $22. Now if you add a frame to it, and this is what kind of frame? Let's go with this frame. I like the rustic frame. Okay, let's choose the rustic frame in this size. Let's have it in a horizontal. That's a horizontal, that's a square, and that's a vertical. Now there's different shapes here you can select and then see which one works best for you. I like let's see the horizontal. Let's go with the popular 3 by 20. Okay, so this is a smaller piece, okay, with a frame, a canvas. Now you can also try out other materials and see which one really fits within your budget, right? Or if budget is not a thing for you, you just want your specific materials, you can also do that, and then best select your materials here and also select your dimensions, right? here, these are the materials, the different materials. You can have your artwork, and then here goes the dimensions, and here goes the other details that go within the art. If you're interested in those small details, because people, the more detailed it, the more sophisticated it looks, but also the more it costs you. So anyways, let's start off with that baby. Now this is the property we're gonna start off with here. Okay, let's start off with this blush, this here, right? This is a nice masculine color. It's like a feminine color. It's more like a blush, right? And it's in a velvety style. Now I like the details. I like the details of the couch. I like the color, and they're right there. This is giving you an example. If you have a white, like your property is painted that safe white, this is how you can blend color into the space, bring in color to kind of break the pattern, but also give the space personality, right? Now let's see how this baby, now this I would put, if we were to put now I believe there's a drawer, right? It's like a drawer right behind the couch. So this is where the artwork has been, this is where the mirrors and everything, but I would prefer actually having this more like on a wall. I think it would look better on a wall, but this is a piece, this is one of the pieces that you can incorporate. And also it's nature. Anything that's nature oriented brings good vibration in a space. It adds life to the space. It also adds vibrancy to the space, right? That's one piece I could work with. Now this baby here, you can have it either in natural or you can have it in square. That's the square piece, and that would still work brilliantly here. You still have I like the detail of the frame. It gives you that touch of, like a touch of gray on the edges, but then you still have that rustic white. I find it kind of blends in well and adds that vibrancy to the room, right? Okay, so let's look at another piece of furniture that we can look. This is another nice one, nice piece. All right, and I like the fact, actually, mirrors are good in a space. If you have like if you have plenty of wall space and you also want to kind of switch up things a little bit, so bringing in a mirror but also bringing in some art pieces, I prefer, like if you have a mirror on this side on the opposite direction, it's safe to have your frame or picture right here. I'll give you an example. Have it like on this side, and then the mirror on the other side is gonna project the artwork on this side, and so it kind of feels like there is two pieces going on in the room, when actually in the real sense there's only one art piece, and then there's that mirror which also draws in more light, but it also projects it reflects what's going on the other end, and normally that would be the whatever image you have in the opposite direction. But I still feel a piece like this would work good in there. There's another piece I wanted to share with you guys. This is another piece I would, in that shade. Oh shoot, where did we go? Now this is another piece I would also bring in. If you don't wanna, if you're thinking of working with like more like abstract pieces, this is another piece I would really bring in this space. I want to see how this would look with the framing. I think the frame is a red. This is a red frame, but I think from a distance it looks like a brown, but it's actually a red frame. Now this is this is also a piece that maybe not with this piece of furniture, but we can pair it up with something else. Let's see what else is here. Here's another touch of, again, feminine. That's feminine. If you trying to find pieces of furniture that project feminine energy, this is a nice one here. I like what they've done here. Now is this a piece I could put right here, but maybe in a different, we could bring in a horizontal, not horizontal, let's see, vertical. take it, yeah, in a vertical shape. I feel like that could fit in perfectly well with this. Now, the beauty about this, I like how the tones, the amount of tones and shades there are to this art piece, right? I like how the let's do that here because I feel like it looks better. But I like the tones, the vibrancy, but also the amount of natural tones it brings into a space. Okay, all right, let's see what else is there. Oh, look at that. Again, it's those soft touches. I think earlier on this week we were looking at pink, like hot pink, fuchsia. I think we call it fuchsia, or some people call it hot pink. And it's now this is a color some people might feel like it's too much. We're looking at actually, where there were nice furniture pieces in hot pink, and those like they like the color has the way it elevates the room, but it also adds this sophistication to the room, like comfy coziness, but it also luxury. It adds like it oozes out luxury. It was actually interesting to do pieces in fuchsia. So this is why I keep saying do not be afraid of color. If you're gonna play with the safe colors in with the paint your walls, no problem, but bring in pieces of artwork and pieces of furniture that project, like bring in that color, like blend, kind of break that pattern, break the neutral, like that means some neutrals are safe, but we kind of have to find a way of breaking the pattern, and the cheapest way of doing it is art. Now see how this piece looks in here. If I was to piece, actually I like the fact that they've put quite a number of pieces here, so you can either go that direction or you can just bring in one nice vibrant piece like this, and that will sum it up, right? See how that, and if you have higher walls now, if there isn't much room, I would say you can change that to a you can change, let's try horizontal. Yeah, you can go for the horizontal shape, and if there is more width than length to the wall, and then just have it in that manner. But I still feel like that would also still blend in nicely. See that? And then blend, so because you have a touch of some plants, you have the soft pink, and you have some other things going on, so it kind of gives you a variety of those colors that really vibrate within a space. Okay, and did we notice this velvety, it's like a purple couch. See how that's purple blending in. Actually, purple, most people don't, but purple blends in nicely with blush or pink, especially if it's a lighter purple. It actually does go well with pink, right? But you won't know until you try, so don't be afraid of trying out some pieces. So let's look at another piece here. Okay, so this is like a touch of it's like purple, it's like between purple, lavender, pink. I even don't know how to say, but I like the fact now this is more away from your soft blush or soft pink, which I think would be, this can work for both, this can project both feminine and masculine energy. I think it depends on what accessories you put here, like how you accessorize, like with the cushions. You can still leave that the way that it is, and then bring in cushions that are different. But I think a piece like this would also work great, would work well. And you could also, so in that case, you would bring in maybe cushions that are a different color to kind of balance things out. But I like it, and it's in velvet. Some colors, some of these colors really look even more sophisticated when they're in that velvet touch, because velvet has a way to kind of really makes colors, certain colors, like vibrant colors pop. That's the beauty I like about velvet. So yeah, so there's two ways. I could either have that piece here or have it here, whichever way that still works, and then have the other pieces going on. But at least you gotta bring in a piece that really pops. There goes that soft pink we've been talking about, right? And I appreciate the fact that they're bringing in some nature pieces here, like nice big pieces. Great. which work look, you know, really it's bringing, you're bringing nature indoors. So I would, if I had to fix it, I would change the shape of this, and voila. And again, this piece can I mean, it says it's more like it's a piece you can use like in spaces with feminine energy, but this piece here can also work. That's how it looks like, but I feel it can work in both spaces. The rose, let's try out the rose, see how the rose looks like. Let's go back to favorite. I want to see how the rose looks like in this space. That's how the rose, I feel like the rose, I feel like it's too, because it's the rose has there's a lot more of the pink, the petals. I feel like the petals are overtaking the image. So whereas the couch is also pink as well. I mean, it will still work, but if I had to choose between that and this one here, let's see, we'll go to favorite. If we had to choose between the rose, well, between the rose and this here, I think I would go for this, but in a different shape, in a vertical shape. Voila. In a match, this is I think this could be you can have this like in a, yeah, the longest it will come is the 20 by 30 inch, and that will fit in here nicely. Look at that. Okay, let's see what else is there. Let's see which other pieces they have. Again, those are all, these are, so the reason I really like the website here is the unique pieces of furniture they have. So chances are you're not going to be seeing the same style. Every time you flip to move to the next, you get a different style of furniture, which also gives a hint, like yeah, it gives you a hint on kind of gives you ideas on how, the different kinds of pieces of furniture that you can incorporate in a space. I was mentioning this the other time that I think some of the spaces, especially spaces within the same area, tend to get drawn to the same gray black furniture, and reason being that most of the property, well, I shouldn't say most, some of the property owners are buying from the same box, from the same furniture box companies that bring in the same pieces in the same colors. Normally there isn't much color choice or much color option, right? So many owners tend to run to and I get it, because it's convenient. Yes, it's convenient, so it makes sense. It's convenient, buy closer. But the thing is, you find like you're gonna find most properties within the same area with the same furniture. And again, as we said, it's the same colors, same safe colors, same gray, white, black pieces of furniture, or the wall painting. So I would say try different furniture stores, especially the small furniture stores, your community-based furniture stores that are not the big box furniture stores, and see what they have in there, and see what kind of variety or what kind of pieces they have that might be different from what you have from your regular store. And then have that different, give your space a different touch, because the monotony is just becomes a little too much. Okay, so here I like the fact that there is a space, like there is a wall, there's space to play with here. So I mean, I like also the beauty of the window panels, like you see how, but I noticed there's a piece in that corner, and I'm talking about this corner here. Something like this would blend in nicely with everything else that's going on here, right from Okay, let me do this here so that we can get it, because of the background, so the piece kind of seems distorted. So yeah, this piece here, okay, let's assume that was a wall. This piece here would work. You see how well it would work with all the other pieces that are in the room, from the furniture to the rug to whatever accessories are there. That would fall in beautifully. Look, you see that? But in this corner here. Okay, all right, let's see what else. You see, this is what I'm talking about, different styles. Now this one has an accent on the wall. So in this case, I mean, if you've added something like that on the wall, that's beautiful. Again, that projects its all feminine energy. Even the colors here like that. So there won't be need for us to add an art piece, because I mean, she already, but I mean, if you want to do that, you can still do that. But I mean, there is still something going on. Maybe I would bring in an art piece that I would bring in the other. Let's see if the rose. Let's see how the rose would work on. Do we feel that this would complement? Would this complement? Oh shoot! Would this complement the space, or it would just ruin? Or is it too much? Because I see it's all rosy, like right from the walls, and all the other colors that the designer picture are all rosy. So I don't know. I mean, if there isn't much going on with that wallpaper, we can still fix that. But if not, I still feel like this works well. Okay, let's see. All right, there we are. Okay, let's move on to another image. Oh wow, look at this pink. Now, what kind of pink is it? Wow, this is a blush. I think it's a blush. And this here, I mean, the walls, just based on the angle, the walls seem busy. I mean, the window panels and the curtains. I mean, I don't see much room for an art piece, but I'm thinking if there is any space there for an art piece, I would like to bring in this babe, because it's pretty. Let's see. I want to try this baby out here. I want to see how that, because it also has that also projects like feminine energy. I want to see how this would look in a space like that. Let's go for a vertical. We're gonna turn that down. We're gonna turn this down to 1. How do we feel about that here somewhere in this room? Like, how do we feel about that on a wall somewhere around the room? Because I mean, this angle of the picture doesn't give us much room, but I just want to make comparisons and see if that would still fit in well, right? Because we're not getting, I mean, we have a few flowers going on here on the table here, so right there, that would still complement the room. Okay, let's see what else. I like the softness. Ooh, look at this blend, pink, black, white. Look at that blend. So I see some art pieces here, right? Kind of blending in with the curtain and everything else. If I was to add a piece, let's see if we added I think this would be too busy, because there's already enough going on in the room. If I was to add something in a space like that, I would go, let's go for a favorite. I think I would go with the rose. Maybe the rose, let's see. How do we feel about that? I think I would go with the rose, because there's already enough going on in that room. Let's turn that off. Yeah, I would go with a single, like that rose over here, maybe over here, because I don't think there is much. Maybe one picture instead of having just one picture here. This is quite a blend. I like the blend of pink, black, and white. Look at that, really cozy. Okay, so let's see. So I'm noticing, so most of the colors I'm seeing here, the feminine colors, are like more of a blush. So it says it's a soft, modern pink sofa with no legs or no leg bleeds. This with no leg bleeds. This Scandinavian room. This with no legs bleeds this Scandinavian room perfectly. Okay, so this, see how this, see, I'm not sure on, because they're saying it has no legs here, but I like the softness of this color. This is, again, it's more like a blush. And you see how the art piece, two pieces here with a touch of pink. I feel like this would work because there's plenty of white background in this. So a piece like this would work. Oh, there is a door here. But I would say, I would assume if we were to, a piece like this would work nicely here, or I would prefer a piece like this. This still has it has a touch of purple. Let's do that here. Maybe in a more vertical, let's see, vertical. Yeah, in a more vertical style. Right here. Oh. Let's pretend that this, I think this is a heater or something. Let's pretend it's not there, just for illustration purposes. I think this would fit in well here. How do we feel about the sofa? I like how wide it is. It sits, this is like a love seat, but I like how wide it is. And the style, it's nice style, different style. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Again, soft, it's like bubblegum pink. It's like a soft, it's a pink, that soft pink. Again, these are all furniture pieces. If you're looking for, if you're setting up, if you're area, or if you're setting up Airbnb for, like, if you're trying to project feminine energy in the space, these are just examples of some art pieces that you could work with, and some kind of like like the kind of colors you would work with. I don't know if this is too busy for the because the wall already has enough going on. Maybe I wouldn't put, maybe just putting a piece of decor is good enough, because the wall already has enough going on there. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Ooh, oh, look at that. Now this is more like, is it like an antique, Victorian antique style, vintage style couch, or love seat? When we say love seat, now this here, I would say this is what I would add. This right here, this is what I would add to that. Maybe switch up, I would switch up the frame. Let's see if we can switch up the frame to a red frame. Okay, that's a red frame. I want to see if I want to add a touch of a second mat here. Okay, how do we feel about that? I feel like a space like this needs a more detailed frame, a much more detailed frame with some details, decor on it. Let's see the kind of frames that we have here. I feel like, yeah, it needs that kind of like a frame with details to it. Let's see how this would. Is this too bright for the space? It's too bright, too wide. How do we feel about this? I actually feel this works because remember, it has like that gold touch, right? Actually, yeah, I think this frame would work. Maybe let's have it in a more in a kind of vertical. That's a square. Vertical. How do we feel about this frame? That frame and that image, right? Because the seat is gold as well, has a touch of gold. So I think this is how it looks like. Let's see without that borderline. Let me remove that borderline and just make no borderline at all. Okay. There we go. I think this would work perfectly in that space, right? It's more like a Victorian kind of. Anyways, let's move on to the next. Oh, look at this. What kind of furniture? Okay, so we're looking at the furniture. Now that's feminine energy at its best. I like the tones of pink that are going on here. I like this. Oh, this is beautiful. I like that. I like everything about this here. Right? I like that. Let me see if I had to switch it up. Let's see. Would this piece still work? Oh, let's see. If I had to switch it up, maybe a more plain, like a rose. Let's look at the rose that we're working with. I think in this case I would go with one single, like this one here, and I would put that in a I would go with the white. I'll go with the white rustic frame. Oh, although because this is okay, so because this is a canvas, this is a canvas, so this won't come in a rustic frame. So this would only go. Let's see, maybe a white frame. That's the white frame. Okay, let's see. That I might be a little too much with the pink, but this is I like this. I like what they got there. All right, and I like the tones of pink that are going on here. They're really balancing each other out. Okay, so let's see. So this is more of a green. Okay, upholstered ottoman and coffee table. So what's being highlighted here is the ottoman table, which is in it's in between like a lavender and a pink, like a light purple and a pink. Which again, I mean, I think any pieces that you bring in, as long as they're different color from what you would normally have. But in this case, I know exactly what piece to put right here. This is the piece I would go with. Where is the favorite? This baby here. I would bring this baby in here because she's got the touch of pink. She's got a touch of green. She's got. I believe she would work beautifully in here. See that? Okay. Ooh. Now we're seeing more of the accessories, and I'm wondering, you know what? Let's go in and in this kind of situation, I'm gonna share with you guys some of the accessories that we have on the site here that you can incorporate, like in a situation like this. I'm gonna show you some of the accessories that you can use on the site here. Okay, so once you select the image here, once you're on the page, okay, once you're on the page, you're gonna go to the image, select the image, and once you select that image, it's gonna show you on the side some of the other pieces that come with that image. And in this case, let's say if you want to go with the cushion or the throw pillow, that's how it looks like. Now something like this I think would go, oh, let's see if we can, oh, this is how it looks like. Now with these cushions, you can either order the fabric, the top fabric, if you already have the material that goes inside it, or you can order both. That's how the fabric looks like, and the fabric is printed with the image that you select. And if you have the material, you can just order that, and that price would be, of course, you're gonna pay less because you're just ordering the cover. And if you want the cover and the fillings this is how it's going to look like. That's the cover. If you want the cover and the material that goes inside, that option is also available for you. This is how it looks like. Okay, so when you're selecting, once you're on the page here and you want to select, first you want to select the size, which size. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes that you can go with. If you want like a much longer piece, like that one there, which can, oh shoot, there is no way I can transfer that. Oh shoot. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate how this would look over here, but you can order, and then you can also select as to whether you want the insert. If you want the insert, then that your response would be yes, and the insert is the material that's filled up in the inside the cushion. And that would be your price for that size. The 20 by 40 is the biggest size. And if you say yes, you also select the material. You can either choose to go with cotton or polyester. If you choose cotton, that price will still be the same, or if you choose polyester, your price will still remain the same. And you can also adjust the image based on your liking. That feature is here. So if you want the whole cushion filled, if you want the entire image on your cover, that all node, you can adjust that. You can select how much of that image you want reflected on your print, on the final product before it's shipped out to you. So all these details are taken into consideration. So this is why I was saying the beauty of the site is that you can customize your items. So your item doesn't have to look like the same as the next person, right? So you have a role, or you have the privilege of going in here and be creative with your pieces, and those your pieces are gonna look. Somebody else might order the same item, but of course, if you're going with a different color options, it won't, because there's like tons of color options here that you can choose your cushion to be. If you just want a part of the image. If you want the entire image, then of course, yeah. If you want just a piece of the image, that's going to be reflected in there, and then you can choose to decide. You can choose to go with a different color. For instance, you can choose to go with that kind of a pink, or this pink, right? Or that pink, or this pink. So all those options are available here for you, and that's how you make your items stand out, right? That's how your items are going to be different from somebody else. But and those details are all taken into consideration, and once you finalize your product, you're happy with the way it is, then you add to your cart, and then you're ready to then once you're ready, you just check out, give your details, your shipping details, your credit card details. All that is processed at the end, just like you do with any e-commerce site, and then that will be shipped out to you in the next 2-3 days. So you can order as many. I mean, if you want just 2 or 4, or if you want to get creative with this, you want to order 2 of the pink or 2 of the blush. Do we have the blush color here? I don't think we have the blush here, but we have different shades of pink here, as you might see. Different shades of pink. You're gonna get different shades of purple, blue. You get like different shades of blue, green, yellow. I mean, there's a whole selection, so you have to make that decision on what you want, and that's how really your items will stand out. So yeah, this is just to share. If you want cushions, now if you're not interested in a cushion, let's say you just want the blankie or the throw to go to add to your to add to that, you can also browse that. And let's see, throw, pillow throw, if you want. In this case, I don't think we have the throw. In this case, we don't have the throw, so now you won't get that. But basically, the cushions that you get in that color. All right, and yeah, so let's look at some other pieces here, some other pieces of furniture. Oh, look at this. Now I feel like we're going away, so this is no longer about color, but again, it's just showing some of those feminine, like the more feminine colors that you can incorporate in a space, if that's the if you're projecting feminine energy, or that's the kind of clientele or kind of customers you're looking for. These are just the web just is reflecting on some of the colors. This is more like a cream or off-white with a couch, and of course your regular white walls. Now in this kind of space, let's see what kind of let's see if this something like this would still work. Okay, I said 1 hour, but I'm not sure where I've been terrible with keeping the time. Maybe another 2-3 minutes and we should be out. So this is, I think this is a piece I would fix here. However, if you're looking for something like well, the whole idea is you want to bring in some contrast with as far as the artwork goes. So your images don't have to exactly match with the color tones, but you want to bring in some vibrant colors. You also want to bring in some natural oriented or natural themes in the space to make it kind of add that liveliness. Or even if you're working with abstract art, bring in color. You bring in art that really reflects those natural vibrant tones, like these summer tones, something like this. I'm going to show you a piece like this. Right now I find this could work well here because it's kind of giving you that touch of green, that touch of white, that touch of a touch of yellow, and also the black and white, which is kind of the thing going on there. Right, so a piece like this would really work. Let's see if we changed. If you had it like in that L, if you also, you can tone down on the mat if you want, and voila. I think a piece like this would work. It's giving you that touch of yellow, because I feel like there's a yellow. It's like a cream. It's like a cream. It's like a light cream, but it's also like a, I wouldn't say yellow. It's more like a cream. Okay, so let's see what else is there, because we're kind of running out of room here. I like how cozy this is. Again, these are soft colors, soft. I see a touch of pink tone. I mean, it's cream or gray, right? But I see there's a lot of focus on flowers, which are beautiful, which are good. But I mean, I don't think unless you have the budget to do that for your each guest, then yeah, why not? However, if not, then bring in an art piece that just projects that. Bring in flowery pieces, pieces like this one here, right? Find a place for a piece like this here, like because I mean, she has this property has plenty of windows. I don't know if this is a mirror or it's windows. Is this a mirror reflecting? I think this is a mirror. Do you see what we're talking? So this is the thing, the beauty, if you have a mirror and then that mirror is centered, is angled in a way that it projects light, but it also projects its opposites, a space that has things going on. It kind of gives you that illusion like there's another plant here, but I think this is like a window. I mean, this is a it's it's a mirror that's kind of projecting what's going on here over here, so you kind of get a sense. It feels like a window with some plants in it, but I think it's just reflecting what's going on here. And in this case, if I wasn't to put a mirror here, if I didn't have budget for roses, then you can bring in a piece like this and put it on this side here, right? That can work. Or you can also bring in a piece like this and put it on the side here. That would still work. And this also has shades of green, touch of pink, like that blush pink, or some blush pink. It also has like your hot pink, touch of purple, which would blend really well. But again, if not, bring in some cushions. See the accessories, bring in some cushions that project color, that project plant or nature. Those will really add to the space. Wow, so there's tons of furniture pieces here. Ooh, look at that. Now this artist has taken it to a whole different, they've given it a different take. So they just decided to go with the pink curtains and then have like the front door like given a pink shade, but for the most part the inside is all white with a touch of pink curtains. I don't see much walls. There isn't much room for walls, so I wouldn't know where to put the art piece. But I think any one of the pieces that I was sharing here, if there is room anywhere, any one of these pieces would work brilliantly well. Like something like this would work brilliantly in any part of the walls in the room. Oh, look at that now. Well, look at the backdrop here. So they've used wallpaper. I'm not sure how many people still do that, but I mean, for those, again, I'm not. Depends, I guess, on the theme of the property. I would say maybe a mirror as opposed to, because I'm not sure if adding something like this would make it more busy, or maybe adding a mirror to the space as opposed to artwork might be a better idea, because there's already quite a lot going on here. So maybe bringing in a mirror over here would make a difference. Let's see. Wow. Okay. I like the piece. Unfortunately, we can't see what else is going on, but I like the idea that there is a nice piece, vibrant piece with a nice gold frame, which kind of blends in well with the other gold touches, gold pieces or gold accessories that are going on in the room. Voila, perfect. Would I, if I was to put something this, I would say no, but maybe let's see something like this. I think also gold. I think a gold frame would work better in this room, because yeah, it really adds to the richness. Like I think this would be a piece that I would put in this room, maybe somewhere around here, or even here, or here. Or this would be another piece I would put in the room right there, and keep with the gold energy. Oh, okay. So this is a great example of dark tones. The more darker the tone is, I think the more you want to bring in really brilliant, like pieces, like vibrant pieces, because that really highlights them even the more. Look at that. Although in this kind of situation, oh, it's a pink. Okay, there's a pink. I'm not sure if we recognize. There's a pink couch here, and touch of pink roses and something like that. Now, in this situation, I would bring in that right there because I think they wanna portray more of the pink. Again, more feminine, like a feminine touch to the room. So I would add that. Oh, let's see. Something like that. Let's see how this would fit. I think I would, oh shoot, I would go more with either this or this here. Let's see how even this would work. Okay, so no, there is tons of furniture, but I think because we're running out of I'm running out of time, I think we'll continue this some other time. But look at this, beautiful. I still see why some spaces still embrace that white, because yeah, white really gives that fresh. Now look, this is what I was saying. If you have like a big wall, wide and lengthy enough, create that kind of gallery experience for your customer. Bring in some nice art pieces if you have the budget and the time to hang up. If not, bring in one nice big piece or two nice big pieces in a space like this. Okay, so you could, in a space like this, I would say bring in something like that, like this. I would also bring in something like this, but the wall is too busy, I can't. Let's see, or even something like that. But you definitely need two pieces with two frames, two similar frames, two same matting, and maybe add some other small pieces to the wall. So you can create that gallery experience for your customers, and then even maybe add some stories. Now the artwork here has some inspirational stories with it. So if you when you go to there's a blog on the website here. There's a blog. If you want to go in and get more details with regards to the art pieces, so you'll find a blog here that talks about each collection. And when you order, once you order the artwork on this page, you can actually request, or you can use some of the inspiring stories with the artwork and then add them to your artwork. And you can, once you hang, you can add stories that come with the artwork on your wall. So when your customers come into your space, they're really taking a tour of, I mean, it's like you're giving them a gallery experience within the unit, and they're gonna take time to really get to understand and read and enjoy what you've put on the wall, which I think adds to their experience, right? It's not all about, just come in, sleep, get out, I think it adds more to their experience. But also the other thing is, if you add small things like this, small touches that you add like this, even when a customer has a bad experience with something else, right? Once you've done one thing right, the customers are going to be forgiving on other things that didn't go right, because you've really done something, you've gone out of what they were expecting, and you've done something that really has uplifted their experience. So when they find other things that are not going on well, they may overlook them because you've done this one thing that really made their day. So yeah, add those small touches to your property, and that's gonna elevate the property. That's gonna create a nice guest experience for your customers, and that's gonna definitely, it's gonna add to your revenue. So just remember, if you need help, if you feel free to go on the page, browse, and customize your pieces. If you need help with anything on the page, or if you have questions, there is there is a space for you. You can either follow or you can contact. Send a message if you need help with navigating, or you want to select, you want to find ways of selecting artwork. You need help choosing the right artwork for your space, and you need help with that. That help is available. Okay, it's available as long as you're getting the pieces here. That help is going to be provided to you. We're going to work with you to select the pieces, to frame the pieces, and also help you navigate the page. Now, if you need help, the other help, like the frames, once the frames are put together here, once you select your frames, you're gonna also select how you want your frames hanged, right? So I would say do a little bit of homework and figure out what options you want to have the artwork hanged in your space, so that once you decide on which way you want your artwork hanged, you know how to go about it. Or if you can afford a professional to come and hang the artwork for you, well and good. If not, and you want to do it yourself, do a little bit of research, go on the site and see how best to have your measurements right. But as far as the artwork goes here, if you want to select the sizes, if you need help, we can work with you. You just have to let us know, give us some details like how wide is your wall, or even just give us some images or spaces. Give us details on where you want to hang your artwork, and we can help you with that. We're going to help you with picking the right dimensions. Or if you're not, the other thing is, if you're not sick, if you want to pick out big pieces and you want to get an idea, you're not sure, is this the artwork for me, I would say start off with a small piece. We have the smallest piece is whether it's framed or canvas. If you just want to test out just to see, okay, is this the kind of artwork, is it worth it for me, start off with a small piece, the smallest pieces, which is under $100. Order that, check the details and see if that meets your expectations, and then from there, then you can order bigger pieces. But as far as ordering and all that, and selecting and all that, we can help you with that. If you don't have the time and you're too busy and you're like, hey, this is what I want, this is the space I want, we can help you with that. There is no fee for that. Okay, there is no fee. It's a free service. We can help you maneuver the website, select art pieces. You just have to give us details like where you're planning on hanging the artwork. If it's for several, we can help you if you have several properties, like I have these many properties. Can you select pieces for me here? And we can do that for you. Okay, so if it's artwork coming from the store here, there's no charge. It's a free service. We'll be more than happy. Now, if you want artwork from other areas and you need help or you need consultation, you can still reach out and we can see how best we can help you. But as far as the website here goes, if you're picking pieces from here, it's all at no charge. You just have to contact, reach out, give us ideas of where you're planning on putting your artwork, or what your ideas are, and then we'll work with you and see how best we can make it happen. Okay, so until then, I had promised I would be here for an hour, but yeah, when I'm having so much fun, that's the problem. It's kind of difficult. It's kind of hard, but nevertheless, it's all worth it. Until our next live, I'm not sure where that will be, but if you can follow the page, you can follow this page here too, follow Christine's store, so that once there's plans of adding more artwork, more variety of artwork, especially photography for the kitchen. Okay, oh, by the way, we have a kitchen. Did you guys see the kitchen? There is a piece here for a kitchen or a bar or a restaurant. We have some wine, something like this here. These pieces like this are perfect for I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. I wanted to mention that before. So pieces like this, if it's like dining, that's how dining, you can actually have this on canvas as well. So pieces like this, we're planning on adding some more pieces here. If it's for dining or kitchen or restaurant, if it's a commercial space or if it's a space that a business space and you're looking for, we're going to be uploading more of those pieces. But you can still you have to follow the page so that you get updated on any new artwork that's on the page. And also we're going to be adding more, there's going to be more blogs about some tips. We're going to be sharing some tips on the website on why it's important. Some of the tips I shared today, those are going to be shared in the blog. Some of those will be shared in the blog, so that tips on how to incorporate, why you should incorporate bright artwork, large pieces, small pieces, all that stuff. We'll mention some of that in the blog. So please follow the page if you want to keep up, or follow the page, the art page or the art store, or follow me on TikTok here. Once the lives come in, we'll be talking more about art, bold colors, spaces, rental spaces. Okay. Yep. So I think that's it for now. Until then, have yourself a good day, a good night, a good evening, or a good morning, wherever you are. Cheers.